Hello everybody! AI has been all the rage recently, specifically a chatbot called ChatGPT. I want to test the limits of ChatGPT today by asking it some ski resort trivia questions to see if it gets them correct, and then asking some recommendation questions and seeing if I agree. You can play along with the first half, the trivia, by pausing the video when you see me type the question on screen. With that, let's begin asking AI some impossible ski resort questions. Jumping right into the trivia segment of the video, we'll start off simple. What is the world's largest ski area? Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. That is correct. Les Trois Vallées has 7 official resorts within it: Aurel, Val Thorens, Les Menuits, Saint-Martin de Belleville, Méribel, Courchevel, and La Tania. Together, they have 600 kilometers of piste, which is at least 20 kilometers more than the second largest resort. That'll be our next question. What is the world's second largest ski area? Yep, Porte du Soleil is absolutely correct. We need to turn the difficulty way up. Does Alabama have a ski area? Let's see how smart this chatbot really is. Well, that makes it AI 2, Changray Garrett 1. There is indeed an Alabama ski area, and it is named Cloudmont. It very rarely operates, but they still actively try to make snow and open it up every winter. This past winter, they were able to open for just 1 or 2 days in December, but that counts in my books. Alabama does indeed have a ski area. So I suppose we need to tone it down just a little bit. Let's go with this. Which US state has the most ski areas? Interesting. I really thought it would be able to get this one. Maybe the upgraded version would have gotten it, but why would I pay for it when I can get it for free? The answer is New York, not Colorado. Colorado has around 30 ski areas, while New York has well over 40. So, let's make it even easier. What mountain range is Mammoth Mountain in? Eastern Sierra Nevada is absolutely correct. Absolutely beautiful area, in the summer too. Don't go to Yosemite though, way too overcrowded. There are plenty of other destinations in those mountains. Let's get outside of the United States for a second. Where was the world's first detachable 6-place chairlift built? Okay, what? First of all, the first detachable quad wasn't even built until 1981. The first detachable 6-pack wasn't built until 1991. But that's not even the funniest part. The funniest part is that Snowbird doesn't have any 6-packs and has never had any. The world's first detachable 6-pack was actually built at Mont Orignal in Quebec in 91. Answers like this really make me wonder where ChatGPT got that information from. There's not a single article on the internet that says Snowbird built a detachable 6-pack in 1971, so how in the world did it come up with that answer? Snowbird's debut season was 1971, luckily for ChatGPT. If the bot had said Snowbird built a 6-pack before Snowbird even existed, oh, I would have clowned it so hard. Let's stick to lifts for a second. How did the 1976 Vail Gondola 2 accident happen? It was caused by mechanical failure. You think? How else would it have happened? So basically, in short, Gondola 2 was a bicable gondola. One cable was a static track rope that the cabins rolled along, and the other cable was a smaller haul cable that cabins attached to and were pulled up the hill by. The cabins got stuck on the track cable and weren't moving at all, but the haul rope kept moving. Because the cabins were stationary and the haul rope was still going, the haul cable sawed all the way through the hangar arm of 2 cabins, sending them crashing to the ground. It almost got a third cabin as well, but the haul cable was finally stopped just before it completed sawing through the third. It was a very tragic incident, but it's part of what makes ski lifts so safe to ride today. Let's ask one more question in the trivia segment to prove my point that AI knows nothing about the ski industry. Let's make this one absolutely impossible. Who owned Breckenridge Ski Resort from 1978 to 1993? Gillette? No. He owned Beaver Creek and Vail in the late 80s. And then what about from 1993 to 1996? From 1970 to 1993, Breckenridge was owned by the Aspen Skiing Company. ASC, however, was acquired by 20th Century Fox in 1978, meaning that Breckenridge was technically owned by 20th Century Fox from 1978 until it was sold in 1993. In 1993, Breckenridge was acquired by Ralston Purina. Yes, the pet food company. In 1994, the human food branch of Ralston Purina was spun off into a new company called Rallcorp Holdings, but from what I can tell, Breck stayed as an asset of Ralston Purina, not of Rallcorp, so I don't think ChatGPT is right in this instance, although it is close. Ralston Purina then sold Breck to Vail Resorts in 1996. So yeah, Breckenridge has had some rather diverse owners throughout its history. Now, let's transition to some recommendations. Let's start simple. Would you recommend Big Sky or Deer Valley for beginner skiers? Yeah, I totally agree with that. Big Sky isn't a huge beginner resort, although with the new gondola they're building, it'll be a lot better for beginners when that gondola opens in a couple years. I'd say Deer Valley really specializes in blues, but they have plenty of good greens. Let's try a little more broad of a question. Is Colorado or Utah a better destination for a ski vacation? The answer is obviously Colorado. Just kidding. I'm a Colorado boy, so I'm slightly biased towards my home. If you're a beginner or intermediate skier, I would recommend most Colorado resorts over most Utah resorts. If you're an advanced skier, though, the Cottonwoods are easily better than most of Colorado, so I'd recommend Utah. Both are great, so if you can, I'd recommend trying both. How about a little bit more conceptual of a question? Is it worth it for a New England resident to fly to the West Coast for a ski vacation instead of skiing locally? I'm going to overrule the bot here. If you can, then the correct answer to this question is absolutely. It goes the same the other way. I'm not going to start a war over which coast has better skiing, but skiing is a sport in which it's essential to experience as many different things as possible. I went to the Alps recently, and I discovered that I love skiing in the Alps way more than I like skiing in the Rockies. I would have never known if I didn't decide to go to Europe, despite the rain and warm temperatures. So I implore you to explore a bit if you're in a place to. Alright, one more recommendation question. Would you recommend South America or Australia for North American summer skiing? This is entirely my opinion, but I would recommend South America. The resorts aren't as commercialized as those in Australia and New Zealand, and they seem to get better snowfall. One small error in ChatGPT's answer that I'd like to point out is the statement that flights to South America are longer, which is definitely an untrue statement. For me, the biggest thing about South America is the opportunity to immerse yourself in different cultures. You get to do that in Australia too, but not to the same extent. So now, to finish off, our final question will be a personal question. Tell me about the YouTuber Shangray Garrett. Well, it doesn't know who we are because the channel wasn't around at the knowledge cutoff and we're not exactly that prominent. So for all of you watching, allow me to answer. Shangray Garrett is an avid skier who, with the help of a friend, makes YouTube videos to inform the public of all the nuances, flaws, and quirks of ski resorts. Every resort is different, and we want to make sure you know how to get the most out of the short amount of time you get on the mountain every day. And while we're not exactly mainstream yet, we're going to get there. If you find our content funny, useful, helpful, or any other adjective with a positive connotation, help us go big time. Drop a video suggestion in the comments or share the channel with those you think we could help. Go watch our other videos. Heck, shoot us an email if you want to help make a video. And of course, if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Sean-Ray Garrett, and I would like to personally thank all of you for watching this video. I appreciate each and every view from you guys, and I hope everybody has an awesome ski season. See you all out there. And of course, as always, I'll leave you with this. All my love, I'm out.